So if you didn't hear the news a few days ago, Darren Collison announced that he is retiring from the NBA. And I bet some NBA fans, like me, are wondering, why did this guy retire at 31 years old? But today, guys, I'm going to be telling you why Darren Collison retired from the NBA. Before I start, though, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell and leave a like on this video. Also, I won't be able to post for a few days because I'm going to be out of town, just keeping you guys updated. Also, I bet some of you guys have already heard why I retired, but the ones who haven't, you're going to find out in this video why he did. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, let me just start off by saying this. If you're asking me, I would say that Darren Collison had a good NBA career. Started off in 2009 with the New Orleans Hornets for 1 year, averaged 12 points a game, 5 assists per game, and 2 rebounds a game. Then went to the Pacers for 2 years, then the Mavericks for 1 year, then the Clippers for 1 year, then the Kings for 3 years, then finished his final 2 NBA seasons with the Pacers. And I would say his best year was probably in 2014-15 when he averaged 16 points a game, 5 assists per game, and 3 rebounds a game. Now, let me just say this also. Darren Collison averaged over 8,000 points in his NBA career. And if he would have played longer than so let me just say, he started from 2009 to 2019. That's 10 years in the NBA. If he would have played longer, I would say that he could have probably reached 10,000 points in his NBA career. He had over 8,000. Think about it. If he would have at least averaged 10 points a game, 11 points a game every season, just like he did from his years he had before, I would say he could reach it. Because Collison, he's not a point guard that's not good. He's actually a pretty good point guard. Solid, decent. He's pretty good. He's a good three-point shooter, pretty good mid-range shooter, good in the paint, pretty good defender. He's not bad. He's good as a starter. And I would have him as my starting point guard all day because he's pretty good. He's a good three-point shooter, and I like shooters. But anyways, yeah, Darren Collison, I would say that as an NBA fan, as a Warriors fan specifically, I would say this guy did have a good NBA career. But let's just get to the big thing, the real reason why he retired. Darren Collison said this himself, and it's been all around the internet. He said this: "Basketball has been my life since I was a child. I could never imagine finding anything that brings me more joy than I get from playing the game. While I still love basketball, I know there's something more important, which is my family and my faith. I am one of the Jehovah's Witnesses, and my faith means everything to me. I receive so much joy from volunteering to help others and participate in a worldwide ministry. The joy I feel is unmatched. With that being said, I have decided to retire from the NBA." So, from what I just read and what you heard, he retired to focus on faith and for family. So it makes sense it really makes sense because, family is number one, so it makes sense. And we've had also baseball players like Jeremy Afell, Jason Hamill. You have athletes who also do that. Some of them who are pretty old, some of them who aren't at the age to really retire yet. They still got a few more years to go. Collison, though, he retired at an age that normally no player retires. Normally a player retires at this age if they have a career-ending injury. Collison retired at 31. 31. Guess how many? He could have had 9 more years in the NBA. Because if he would have played 9 more years, he'd be 40 years old. So an average NBA player would normally retire at about 40 years old, maybe even older than that. Maybe pull a Vince Carter and play until you're 42, 43, something like that. But Collison, what's so shocking is that he retired at an age this young, and he had a long way to go in his career, and he could have ended his NBA career with 10,000 points in his career, which is good. But he wanted to focus on faith, so I hope that goes good for him. That goes well for him. Family, family's number one, so it makes sense. So that is why Darren Collison retired from the NBA. I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this? That is going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to say it again. I won't be able to post for a few days because I'm out of town. But anyways, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Make sure to check out the previous video if you haven't already. But I will see you all next time. I'm out.